Are you afraid of doing the plain old hard work that it takes to win? You understand in life, you got to get to work, man. You got to stop being pretty and trying to do it the easy way. It takes work. It takes grit. For you, I want to say to you that everything good coming to your life must be earned. There's no entitlement here. No one owes you nothing. The government doesn't owe you anything. Your mom and daddy don't owe you anything. Your upline owes you nothing. Everything about you and everything coming to you is you must earn it. When you earn it, you become a different person. You own it. It's just part of who you are. It's the person you become in the process. The person that he was when I first met him at 400 pounds versus who he is right now at 280 is a different guy. A stronger guy. He's paid the work. He's disciplined himself. He's put less stuff in his mouth than he was before. He's moving his body a little bit differently. You got to work for it. You want a hell of a body? Work for it. You want to make more money? Work your ass off for it. You want better relationships? Work for it. You want to improve your mind? Work for it. Work. The commitment, the necessary ingredients to all success is effort. For many of us in here, you still have financial problems because you don't work for it. Being in debt, you're okay with it. I wasn't. You got to work for it, man. Nothing's coming to you easy. The fact that you have to work for it means that you've earned it, and no one can take it away from you. And people see the effort you put in. Just be all into working for it, man. I'm just totally about working for it. The things that I have and the things that I want, I'm willing to work for it. It's part of who I am. Make sure you're known as a super hard-working person at all the things you want. What is it you want? Be very specific. Work for it. Want great relationships? Work for them. Develop the skill. Develop the words, the tact. Do whatever's necessary in order for you to work and achieve the things you want. When you work for them, man, and you get them, it just tastes so good. It tastes so good. It's so worth it to want something, work your butt for it, work your butt off for it, and get it. It's just so amazing. And every single one of us here, we should be fighting like hell to get the things we want. Y'all with me on that?
Yes.
Who's going to work for something really hard and get it? It's like, I'm going to get mine. Everybody say, I'm going to get mine.
Get mine.
All right, next one. Let's go. Let me share this with you. Can you make that picture bigger by any chance so people in the back can see it? Bigger, bigger, higher. Can you see your tech skills? Can you center it? There we go. There we go. Stand up if you're over 40 years of age. Stand up.
Yeah!
You're over 40. Stay right there. Stay right there. Listen to me. Listen to me. All of you standing up are over 40, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get clear on a couple things with you guys. Your 20s are gone.
Good riddance.
And your 30s are gone.
Good riddance.
And now you're 40 plus.
Let's go.
What's the good news and bad news with being 40 or above? Let me tell you both, because I'm there. Or my mind is there, but my body thinks I'm 27. Thank you. Here's the deal. You're smarter. You've been through more shit. You've had more bad things and good things happen to you. Right? You have more experience. You got babies now. Or probably should have babies. You've tasted some money. You've also tasted debt. You probably have been laid off. Some of you guys are divorced. Some of you guys have filed bankruptcy. Some of you guys have had run-ins with the wrong people. Life has taught you some things that the 26-year-old yet doesn't know. Is that true?
Yes.
Please don't tell me it's too late for you. Please tell me you still have enough gas left in the tank for you to go attack your goals and then freaking make it.
Yes.
Look at this right here. Stay right there. Matter of fact, you can go ahead and sit down now, but let's go over this right here. Henry Ford, he said he didn't start his business until he was 40. You know that car you drive? Like I've had Fords in my life? The dude who started the entire corporation wasn't until his 40s when he made it. This whole idea, oh, we got the 18-year-old guy that became a millionaire. Yeah, that's fine, but the reality is most people don't make it until they're in their 40s. Most of you ain't going to make it until some years from now. I don't know if you're 28 right now, but you ain't going to make it until you get seasoned, experience, you paid the price, you worked hard, you've accumulated enough experience in order for you to get there. And hopefully you've gotten better and you don't run out of gas. You've got to look at life as long term. This is not something that's going to be done in a few years. It takes a long time to get really good at something. So that dude was trying. You think when he was 17 years old he had big goals? Maybe, maybe not. You think when he was 23 he was already thinking about making it? Probably so. When he was 27, did he give up? No. When he rejected himself, like, what do you mean cars? Hey, we still got a horse and buggy. You're going to do cars? And he had a vision, and he stuck to it. I guess he was stubborn for a good cause. That's Henry Ford. Today he runs a multi-trillion dollar, probably a multi-billion dollar corporation worldwide. There are people in other countries who drive his cars. Ford Motor Company. Now it's traded on the stock exchange, and that guy became an icon. Then you got the man on the side of the bucket of chicken. His secret herbs and spices finally landed him his riches. What was he? 65. When most people in life are retiring, slowing down, giving up, going fishing, out of energy, this guy was just getting started. Let me just tell you one thing, man. It's never too late. It is never too late. All of you in here, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, you better be giving life the best you got. You will be remembered by what you accomplished, not by what you didn't.
That's right.
True? Yes. Give it the best you got. This guy never gave up. By the way, how many people did he talk to about, man, put this on your chicken and it tastes better? Put this secret herbs of 12 spices, put it on your chicken and it'll taste better. Who's not eaten KFC? Raise your hand, you've not eaten it. Look at this. All you guys are all y'all. Even if you don't like chicken, you'll still eat it. McDonald's, Ray Kroc, 52 years old, guy walking around restaurants trying to sell his milkshake machine, and he finally ran across the right recruit. He ran across people who didn't see it as big as him. Dick and Maurice McDonald sold their franchise to Ray Kroc, and Ray Kroc took it international and blew up the name. If you saw the movie Founder, if you haven't, go see it. And by the way, see the movie and then take notes about the things that he used to say in that movie. That was probably one of the more inspirational movies, and how much rejection he took, and how he had his pitch done. By the way, did he have a script? Remember at the beginning of the movie, he had a script? He had a script, and he just kept doing it, and he drove all the way from Illinois to San Bernardino and saw the first McDonald's and saw how people were eating those cheeseburgers. And he said, I had to have it. I had to have it. At the end of the movie on Founder, he says, there's that one word that meant everything to me. Persistence. How much of that do you have? Persistence. It is the one characteristic amongst all winners. They don't quit, they persevere, and they persevere, and they persevere. They don't give up, they don't give up, they don't give up. You can put every type of block in front of them. You can build a wall, and they're still going to find a way to get there. Yes, sir! They'll go over, under, through it, weave through it, something, but you can't beat persistence. And the last one there, good old Sam Walton, probably outside of now Amazon, which is really kicking his butt now, but hey, he made his mark in the world. Some little town out of Bentonville, Arkansas, and Sam Walton made a name for himself. He says, I want to sell retail stuff to people who are economically challenged, and blew up his business way beyond. So here's an example of all of the people who are in their 40s plus and still made it. Let me say something to you. I hope you have it in your future, with your sight, with your ability to do things. I hope you have it in your mind that you're going to make it. I mean, you just got to own the thought that I'm going to make it. And you got to have it with you all the time. And just, you got to be thinking about it. And never accept defeat. Mm-hmm. Yes, success is for you. Why did someone recruit you? Why did you go to a meeting? Why did you pull out the credit card and get your code number? Why did you go get your life license? Is it meant for you to make it, or is this a little temporary thing for you? See, I don't know about you, but I know I'm going to make it. Mm-hmm. And that's all I stuck to. I know I'm going to make it. And I kept saying it over and over again. Kept showing up and kept showing up. I love what they said up here. It's like, if you just keep showing up to the meetings, it improves your chances of succeeding. You show up to Momentum Mondays, it makes you better. You show up to convention, it makes you better. It confirms that you ought to be there. No one comes to me and says, man, that was a total waste of my time. I think I should have been at home watching Netflix. No one says that. You know, the thing too is people say I make them uncomfortable because you're growing. Every time you're uncomfortable, you're growing. When you work out and the muscle's uncomfortable, it's growing. Every time something hurts, that means typically it might be good because it's growing. Being uncomfortable is part of growth. And just understand that. Give me the next one. Look at this. I believe in you, Frank. All right. You raise that up a little bit just so the people in the back can see it. All right, let's talk about mindset. Stand up right now. If Brandon, you still work at a job, you have a 9 to 5. You still have a full employment. Stand up. This is for you. All right. Appreciate all of you guys standing up right here. So all of you standing right now, you do WFG part-time and you have a full-time job working for someone else. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, so here we go. This one's for you right here. So, do you understand the difference between a salary and commission? Yes. Hello? Yes. Okay. So here's the deal. We need by the way, thank you. So I wanted to identify all of you. By the way, that's probably 60% of the room. So now let me go there. So let's say a couple of truths about the differences between our business and other businesses out there. But let's first get your mindset right. Do you know that WFG is meant for you, the part-time person? WFG is meant to supplement your income. It is purely the existence of our business. The fact that we're with a platform called WFG creates the opportunity for you to make part-time income while you keep your full-time job. So WFG is not meant to create any additional risk for you. It is meant to simply aid or help or increase, improve your financial economy. That's what the reason this is. That's why we're in place. But it turns out that when you start getting pretty good part-time, typically what happens, at least what happened to me and many of our leaders in here, is your part-time income starts to exceed your full-time income. Y'all with me? Yes. That's what happened to many of us in here, the first 2 or 3, 4 rows. That's what happened to us. So I was starting to make more income part-time in WFG by working, by paying the price, by showing up to the meetings, by getting my license, by learning the presentation, learning how to make a phone call, prospecting enough people. I was starting to get pretty good at this part-time thing, only to find out that my part-time income started to exceed my full-time income, and then I had to make a decision. So for all of you guys in here, hopefully you don't see yourself as a lifelong employee, to the point where you give your time, the best years of your life, to some company in exchange for a mediocre pay. In exchange for every 2 weeks you get a check that you can barely live on. Hopefully you see yourself that. So with this, let's explain to you how it works. As a salaried person, you basically make the same amount of money for the same amount of hours year after year after year. Just the way it works. You are an employee, you can be replaced, it's just the way it works. You're a number in the grid, you're a number in the system. They don't necessarily appreciate you, the human being. They just look at you as hours on their clock, and they're trying to get the they're trying to get the most out of you. They're trying to squeeze the best out of you, so therefore they can increase their profits to their shareholders and owners. You all with me? Yeah. So it's basically the same hours for the same pay. Nothing exciting, nothing, you don't really grow at a job. You're typically, if you're the right person, you're overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, and that's just the concept of a job. If you have a job right now versus someone who doesn't, that's completely okay. We understand that. God bless you that you have a job. It provides some basic necessities for your family. But if you're thinking bigger, you got to think entrepreneurial. And the beauty of our business is the entrepreneurial side of it allows you to keep this job while you now increase your part-time income. And with a part-time income, your salary is at the bottom. We're looking at a business. There is no salary. There is no salary. Everything's 100% commission. And commission is directly connected to your ability to get results. Here's the results. Can you do a presentation, a product presentation across the kitchen table from an end user, typically one of our customers at a KTP, and you now enroll that family into a product that they need, they can afford, they understand, and they ought to buy. They need it, they understand it, it's better for them, and you'll be able to provide that service for them. If you can put ink on paper, or if you can input their information into the laptop and send that application off to the company, and they qualify, whether it's a rollover, it's term, it's FFIUO, whatever the product is, if you can do that, then you've learned a skill that can now take your income to the top. And if you notice, this is typical what happened. Let's use Carlos Bruner, since he's right here close to me. His income, what was your income year one? Your WFG income year one? $8,000 income year one. Very part-time? Okay, you didn't give up. What was your income year two?
I think it was like 12,000.
So we went from 8,000 to 12,000. That's a hell of a raise, right? Okay, 8,000 year one, 12,000 year two. Year three.
It went down to like 9,000.
Then he got demoted, 9,000. Well, he's self-demoted, not, it wasn't me, right? I'm gonna decrease your pay. That wasn't me, that was him, right? So 8,000, 12,000, back down to 9,000. Do you think most people would have quit? It doesn't work, all these meetings, all this recruiting, a little bit of some rejection. I'm not feeling really good about myself. My car just got repoed. I'm sleeping in my car that's going to get repoed. That's an entrepreneur. By the way, almost every entrepreneur who makes it big has those really dark moments. How many guys going through a dark moment right now? Okay, you hang in there. You fight like hell. You believe. You keep charging forward. Year number 4.
It went up to like 24,000.
24,000. Big baller. 2,000 a month. We'll move to the top. Shopping at Nordstrom's now. Year number 5.
Year 5, that's when we got together, so it went up to, year number 5 we cracked 100.
Okay, so year 4 was 24,000. Year 5, 100,000. Sound like an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
What was it? 8,000, 12,000, 9,000, 24,000, 100,000. He got better. He showed up. He understood what he was doing. He didn't give up. He didn't listen to his advisors, typically broke cousins who have no business. Some of you guys are listening to people you ought to not be listening to. Don't take life advice or any other success advice from people who aren't living that. Here's one thing we'll tell you here. The people who give you advice here, they're living that life. I was taking advice from Ed Milet because he was living that life. It's super important to understand that. So year number, what was it, year number 5? Year number 5, 100,000. Here we are, $250,000. And then here's what happens. When success comes and you stay on top of the momentum curve, the success increases exponential and it grows from here to boom, all of a sudden. Get after it. Stay focused. Show up to all the meetings. Connect with your leader. Call him up. Says, hey leader, just give me something good today. I love George. He calls me all the time. He says, man, just say something good to me. Just say something good to me, man. Just tell me I'm special. Just confirm to me that this works. Yeah, man, it works. It's going to be a stud. It's awesome. Okay, man, I'll fire up. And he hangs up. Then he recruits more people and brings buses of people. All of us have had those stories where you start at the bottom and you're going to get to the top. Where's your top? Everybody say with me, it's endless. Endless. Where's your top? Endless. There's no end here. There's just no limit. You can go make $1 million a month. One of my goals is to make $1 million a month consistently. Boom, boom, boom. $1 million a month. No college degree, no master's, no PhD, no accreditations, whatever the hell that means. Right? No student loans either.
That's right.
Someone also said that, hey, I'm going back to school to get my second master's because the first one kind of couldn't cut it. They're hiding behind the education curtain. There's a whole bunch of people hiding behind the curtain. Hiding behind, hey, I'm trying to read more books before I go do the work. No, go do the work. You'll learn the book stuff. It should all be in conjunction with. Don't get saturated with one thing that doesn't directly lead to making money. You're supposed to make money by your ability to help others. And money shows up according to how many people you help. Let's go with the last one. Watch this. Raise that up right here. Here's my Asian brother. Raise that up, raise that up, raise it up. Here we go. You are killing yourself for a job that would replace you within a week if you drop dead. Take care of yourself. You have a job right now. Something happened to you. How long before they fill your space and you're now almost forgotten. See, one thing we know about WFG is this is meaningful. This is significant. By the way, who can lay you off in WFG? No one. You. You do nothing. You've laid yourself off. Y'all with me? So there's no layoffs here. No one can lay you off. No one can put you on disability. No one can write you up. There's none of this, probation, we'll see if you make it or see if you don't. No politics. I don't know about you, but I would suck in the political arena at a job. I'm too free-willed. I just call it the way I see it. No, that's bullshit. I deserve the promotion. Don't give it to Sparky over here. Give it to me. And then probably write me up again. I mean, that's just the way I would go about it, but that's why, hey, I'm in WFG. I'm a 1099. I'm an entrepreneur. I control my time. Listen to me. I control my time. My time is 100% mine. My income is my choice. My whereabouts is my decision. What I do, when I do, how I do, with who I do, how long I do, it's all up to me. The word control is super special to me. I want full control of my life, full control of my time, full control of my income, full control of my decisions. And for that matter, it forces me to be mature and to make the right decisions for me and my family, and to be also your leader. Awesome Momentum Monday, you guys. See you all at the top. Thank you.